Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I swear to God, this guy is on my shit list. Oh, couldn't get him. Anyway, welcome back, everybody, to Assassin's Creed 2 Remastered. Yeah, so, obviously, you know how it's been. Since the last part, I cleared this area out of treasures and feathers and all the good shit. So we're sitting very pretty. We have one more area left in the Venice map to get, which is this area up here. And then, of course, we have one more area basically in Florence that we'll be going back to as well. We have one more codex page, which I believe... I don't remember if it's in this area or if it's in the Florence area. We have one more codex page to get. We have basically 9 more feathers to get, which are here. And, yeah, so... basically, how I'm going to treat this is, depending on how fast we progress to the end of the game, I may stop the recording and then start it up again, and just edit it together so that I get all the feathers and stuff. Because basically, I want to complete the game and have 100% sync when we hit the end of the playthrough. And yeah, so I also want to say that before we go ahead and get started, there will be two new playthroughs starting after this game is over. One of which I'm going to say is Gears of War 5. We're finally going to play Gears 5. I really don't stream on the Xbox anymore because of the quality of the stream and everything. But we got to play Gears 5 and get that through. I also plan on doing Modern Warfare 3 on the Xbox. Yeah, the new one, the pile of garbage. And we'll be playing Black Ops 6 as well, which I'll probably end up calling... I'll call that Black Ops Gulf War, probably, because I'm not going to call it 6. Anyway, those will be on the Xbox. Call of Duty games will be on the Xbox, of course. Gears games will be, but a lot of everything else will be on the PlayStation. Speaking of which, with the second playthrough that's going to be starting, I'm going to be leaving a surprise, but I will say this. It is a PlayStation exclusive, and it is a pretty big, hefty fucking game. Some people are saying it may be Game of the Year. So, with that being said, stay tuned for those next week. Very excited to dig into both of those. I haven't played Gears 5 since it's released. I actually bought the Xbox for Gears 5, the Series X, the Gears 5 Series X, which is actually in my bedroom. It's I call it the Rock Band machine because it holds all of my Rock Band 4 content, and that's the only thing that's on there is Rock Band 4. I don't have any apps on there. I don't have any other games. It's just Rock Band 4. That's all it's used for. And the cool thing about the Gears 5 Xbox is that it makes this like ice sound when you start it up, and it has this like see-through look to it. I don't think I can actually get up this way. Oh no, I can. But it's just a cool-looking Xbox. It was one of my favorite Series X. Special editions. And it's only one of 2 limited edition consoles I own. The other being the God of War PlayStation 4 Pro.
North of here.
Which actually, that PS4 Pro I don't even use anymore. I've retired it. It just has PSVR games on it. I've been thinking about getting like some shelving and like putting my old consoles up on them. To display. Liberate Bartolomeo di Alavin, from his cage. Bart. I'm gonna call him Bart. Eat my shorts. You know, you want to hear a fun fact about me that you may find in disbelief? I am not only not a fan of The Simpsons, I have not seen more than probably 2 or 3 episodes of The Simpsons in total. I'm not kidding. I never watched The Simpsons as a kid. My mom didn't want me to watch The Simpsons as a kid. And so she's like, you can't watch The Simpsons. It's like, it's just like trash. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then behind her back, I would watch South Park which was much worse than The Simpsons. And I actually enjoyed watching South Park. I own every season of South Park, including all the new ones. Yeah, all the very short seasons that have just like premiered on like Paramount and shit. I have all those. Bye. Oh, sorry, guys. Who the fuck is this guy?
People wonder why it is Venezia's star has begun to fade.
Oh.
I'll show mercy to whoever here has the courage to release me. All the rest of you are going to die. By my hand, I swear.
Let me go ahead and
Man sells his honor and dignity for a bit of coin.
sorry, I didn't mean the daggers, I meant that.
You are in service to a
Bye.
traitor and a coward.
Oh, dude, straight in the water too?
Oh, do you think I don't know why you've chained me up?
Alright, let's go ahead and switch back.
You think I don't know who pulled Silvio's puppet strings?
Slamming!
Weasel of a master since before most of you were even glimmers in your father's eyes!
There you go.
About goddamn time! I don't know if I should kiss you or slap you. Maybe both, just to be safe.
I think South Park is probably the only adult cartoon that I... Oh, no, that's not true. I watch Rick and Morty.
Let's see the lines of rescue.
Oh, and I watch Smiling Friends.
Down there!
Oh,
Stop
boy.
them!
But I used to watch Family Guy, but I'm not really a Family Guy fan, and I haven't seen all the newer stuff.
Let's see what you can do! Finally, things get interesting! What fun this will be!
God damn it, Bart!
Oh, sorry. We should go. Asleep. Agreed. There are still more heads to be smashed.
Perhaps we should try and avoid conflict.
Why? Are you afraid?
No, just practical. Given that they outnumber us 100 to 1.
As you wish.
I'm pretty hyped for tomorrow. I'm going to see Alien Romulus tomorrow. I'm very excited. If you guys don't know, I'm a gigantic Alien fan. Can you not climb up here? I guess I can't. I'm a huge Alien fan. I've been very excited for this. I've been very excited for this movie ever since its announcement. I'm going to go see it tomorrow in 4DX. So, I am all about the 4DX now. I can't watch movies in regular format anymore.
Most of Silvio's men are useless.
And also, go fuck yourself, Demo 002.
Let's see what you can. Finally, things get interesting.
Banned
Let's see what you can do.
for spamming my chat. Get him, Barty. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I can't watch movies in a regular format anymore because 4DX is just too cool. So
Silvio has set these men to ransacking your place. Prepare yourself for a fight.
No need. Come! Let's see what you can do. Finally, get interesting. What fun this will be!
yeah, fuck off, you.
Boom!
All right, there we go. I hate all these spammers that come into my... They're just like bots that come into my chat and type in, like, cheap viewers. Like, I'm gonna buy viewers, dude. I don't need to buy people to watch my shit.
And you'll go into the ground.
Shout out to all my YouTube viewers that watch all these on YouTube. You're the real ones? Oh. There we go.
What a mess they've made. Bianca, I hope she is unharmed.
This guy has been a real mess to get freed. Alright, let me just go ahead and check to see if there's anything that pops up. I have like another... Because we still have... we've gotten all of... we've gotten all the secret locations done. And I still have one beat up. All the races are done. All the assassinations are done. I still have a courier. I still have a courier and a beat up to do. So there's one of each. There's one courier and one beat up I still need to get. So I have 24 treasures left. Again, we're very close. There's 14 sequences in this game, but most of all the stuff is done in the first like 11.
Look at this place.
A lot of the other 3 sequences are like the in-game stuff.
Something's happened to her.
Kind of like you do everything in sequence.
Aha!
If you're wondering who Bianca is his big-ass bastard sword.
Thank God you're all right. Ezio, meet Bianca. Bianca.
Well, it's not really a bastard sword, but it's a big-ass sword.
Charmed.
So, I know your name, but not why you're here.
I have business with Silvio Barbarigo. I was told you could help.
Ah, it would be my honor.
But it's going to require more than just the two. Three of us to weaken his forces. How do you suggest we proceed?
I'll go and ready my men for battle. While I do this, I'd like you to rescue those who were captured during Silvio's assault. I cannot, in good conscience, leave them behind.
Intesi, I will...
You know, as much as I loathe Assassin's Creed Revelations, I love the look of Ezio in Revelations. His, like, the older Ezio look, like that kind of grizzled, older Ezio, rather than this, like, younger, you know, like 20s to 30-year-old Ezio. Liberate the mercenaries who are being held captive throughout the Castello district. You know, the thing about Revelations is that it's got a great setting. It's in Constantinople. Constantinople. You guys remember that song? Alright, we got all these guys over here. Is there any way for me to maybe distract?
What to do with this lot?
Flood the cage, I say. Drown them all and be done.
Bye. Bye. There you go.
Many thanks.
It's got a great setting. The Constantinople setting is really nice, and it's just a really cool place. It's like it's got one of the coolest looking it's got definitely one of the coolest looking assassins hideouts. But the problem with that game is not its story, it's a lot of the content of it. Some of the gameplay mechanics are really bad. The tower defense stuff in that is so atrocious. I know that the term tower defense may be kind of a loose term that I'm using here, but you basically have these missions in which you have to go onto rooftops and you have to set certain guards up, and they have to like take out these enemies going through the streets, and if any of them get through, you fail and you have to restart. It's awful. It is absolute dog shit mechanics.
Your very well. Your place cannot. Remind me of
Fuck you. Got him.
Falling.
I will say that the overarching story, and obviously I won't spoil anything for those of you who have never seen it, but the overarching story that takes place between the end of this game through Brotherhood and into Revelations, I hated. The Desmond story, I hated. Because of certain things that happen. And I really feel like they fucked up the story that way. They kind of ended it on a good note in 3, but I still really hated that. And then, of course, like, in the later games, like in 4 and all that, this game's story gets pretty, like, meta. Because, like, the idea is that Abstergo makes a game company that's supposed to be, and then it's like they exist in the same world with Ubisoft, and they're making Assassin's Creed games for Ubisoft. It's weird. It's so weird. So yeah, it's kind of, it gets kind of meta and it's kind of strange, but I should just free these guys. Oh man, I gotta be. There we go.
Follow my lead.
We good?
Let us join you. Together we will crush the Barbarigo.
I want to like climb up here. There we go. So I can do that. But just in case you're wondering, in terms of how, if we're gonna play all the DLCs for all the future games, we will. I have all the like gold and ultimate editions for every one of the games afterwards. I actually just bought Mirage as well. Mirage, we will more than likely play. I think we do actually have to play it. I'm wondering if we have to actually play it after Valhalla, because it's technically a prequel to Valhalla. I don't know. I don't think I need to play it after Valhalla, but I just bought the like ultimate edition of that, or no, it was the deluxe edition I bought, because it was on sale. So I just bought that.
Welcome back.
It was the only game that I needed to buy on the PlayStation.
Its former glory. Now Silvio will see just how grave a mistake he's made.
I think it was the first Assassin's Creed I had gotten every achievement in since
No, we'd be massacred at the
this
gates.
one, I think, probably.
I have something else.
Maybe, oh no, Brotherhood, I think I got all of it in as well.
And plant them throughout the district. The trouble they cause will force Silvio to dispatch most of his guards.
And with the Arsenale drained of mercenaries, I can move in for the kill.
Esatto. You'll be virtually unopposed.
Let's hope he takes the bait.
Oh, don't worry. He will.
Again, I want people to understand that this game series is probably, next to Resident Evil, is probably like my favorite game series. I just love the storytelling that is told in these games. I feel that the storytelling that we have in these... That's fine, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not gonna fuck about with them. But yeah, the storytelling in these games is so good, especially in the later games. They get so in depth with like real historical events that take place. You know, again, it's not like the games have ever been actually about realism. Come on, you son of a bitch.
There won't be enough of you left to bury.
Oh, my friends came back. They were right outside the whole time. He pushed that guy. He pushed his friend.
For my signal.
As you wish.
Stay close.
Like Assassin's Creed 3, for example, is like one of those games that when I played it for the first time, I was so blown away. It was the first time since this game that I had played an Assassin's Creed game in which I was like, I felt blown away by the level of like reinvention that they had done. Which this game, you know, this game kind of reinvented Assassin's Creed from the first game, and I feel that 3 did the exact same thing for this series that this game did, in the sense that, you know, they had 2 other games that you know, really kind of operated like this. And then 3 introduced a whole new set of mechanics and all this stuff that really kind of made the game deeper and richer.
Hold your ground here.
And then they kind of improved upon that with Black Flag and Rogue and stuff like that. Of course, like, they didn't really kind of reinvent the Assassin's Creed games again until Origins. But I feel like at that point, Assassin's Creed games started to get a little too, like, big. I think Origins, for me, Origins I really liked as a whole. It's Odyssey that I started to feel a little disconnect. Odyssey is just a massive game. There are mechanics in Odyssey that I think are really good. Like the Leonidas' spear allows you to like teleport, assassinate people, which I think is probably one of the coolest aspects of that game. But there's a lot of sailing in that, like with little boats.
This is where you'll wait.
A lot of water stuff. Just that map is just, it was way too big, and then they made it even bigger with Valhalla. And Valhalla I put 180 hours in, and I just couldn't do it anymore. You know, like I really was so disillusioned with Valhalla by the time that like that 3rd major expansion came out. I actually never ended up finishing that expansion because I was so burnt out with Valhalla. Trust me when I say that I will not be doing like all of the shit in Valhalla. You know, we'll be doing side missions and stuff, but I won't be doing all the collecting and stuff. You'll see a lot of all the collectibles on the map. It's just not going to be feasible for me to do in those games. They're definitely going to be scaled back for my own sanity. I know I'm a completionist, and I may feel the need to kind of spend some time grinding in the games, getting some stuff, but it's not going to be as extensive as, you know, my first time playing through it. It's just way too much content for me to actually really make a feasible playthrough. I don't want to put out 70 videos in Valhalla.
Bene. Take this. I assume you know how it works. Find the highest point you can in the district and fire it from there. This signals my men to begin the attack.
All right, then. I will see you on the battlefield.
I mean, this series is already 2 videos longer than the first Assassin's Creed, so just goes to show you that they're just going to keep getting longer and longer as they go. But I mean, it's the same thing with Brotherhood. I'm not going to get the 100% sync. I probably will go and get all the treasures and everything. You know, I'll probably end up doing that for all of the Assassin's Creed games until Origins. And then once I get to Origins, I'll probably scale it back a little bit. Also, with Origins, and like all those Assassin's Creed games, I will be, I have a bunch of like premium outfits, I guess you could say, like the in-game store. I have a lot of those already, because I bought a lot of them when I first got the games. Because when I bought the games, I bought them on sale. And so, instead of buying the Ultimate Edition for like 120 bucks for like Origins, for example, I bought it for 20, and I used, son of a bitch. I did not have my hand on, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's why I hate these old controls. They're so bad. The controls are so bad. Now I have to climb that entire fucking tower again. I have to start all the way back here, and I have to climb that tower all over again. Because this game is a piece of shit sometimes. The controls are so fucking dog shit. So I used my other like $100 basically to buy a lot of those outfits. Because in those games, I personally, and this is kind of how I feel about the gaming industry as a whole right now, they purposefully made all of the really interesting and really cool outfits as premium content. There are no, like, there's one good outfit in the, there is one good outfit in Origins, and it's the one that you get, it's the ones that came before outfit. And that's it. All the other outfits, they're ones that you have to buy. All the really cool outfits, like the King Tut armor and like all that shit, you gotta buy all that stuff. They don't have that shit unlockable. Same thing with Odyssey and Valhalla. It's the same concept.
Bartolomeo needs my help.
Whee!
Must return to l'Arsenale. Aiutezio!
Here for some company.
By all means!
Come on, throw the bomb! What's the point of having the smoke bombs if you can't actually use them? What the fuck? And then, of course, it's like they weren't affected. I want you to understand. I'm like just spamming the dodge. Listen. See, I'm hitting the dodge and it's not dodging. So if you're wondering, again, the controls in this game are bad. Capital B, capital A, capital D.
A fine specimen, isn't he? You should be honored to die by his hand.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was actually.
Come on! We need to stop that grassone bastard!
No, not my guy. Fuck you, Dante, you bitch.
Enough of this! We're out of time! Return to me! We must depart!
Ezio, go now! That brute will no doubt lead you straight to his master. My men and I will remain here, and keep the guards from giving chase.
Hurry! They're going to leave without us!
Come on! You just said you were gonna hold the guards off for me.
Ride, Bezzo. I'm with you, fratello!
There goes Dante.
I have my orders.
Get him! There you go.
What's happened here? Why the boats? I thought you sowed the Doge's seed.
Just a distraction. We were meant to sail.
Sail where?
I'll never tell. Cyprus is their destination. They want
They want what?
Non temete l'oscurità. Accettate il suo abbraccio.
If you can guess where this is going,
Escant in pace.
if you can guess where this is going, then you'd be correct.
Well done, Ezio. Silvio is defeated, and the military district is returned to us. Perhaps now Venezia might finally enjoy a bit of pace e tranquillità. We should celebrate this victory!
I am glad for you and your men, Bartolomeo. But I cannot join. I fear my work has just taken a rather strange turn.
What do you mean?
Silvio wasn't looking to replace Marco as Doge. He was about to leave Venezia, in fact. This whole thing was just a distraction.
Why?
That is what I need to find out.
Well, who is higher up than the Doge? I mean, take a guess. I'll get a letter to Dante. Can we pause that real quick and maybe go and read that? Nope. Documents. Letters to Dante. Oh, I guess I have to wait to the next sequence to be able to look at it. I'm actually very, very excited for Shadows. 1488. I'm very excited for Shadows to come out. I think it looks like it's going to be really fun having two like completely different contrasting characters. One being like a shinobi ninja type, the other being like a big like brutish samurai. I think it just kind of works well. I like Yasuke.
It's my birthday.
Davvero?
I like now.
Questi giorni.
I think
It's wonderful.
that it looks like it's going to be really cool.
It's been over 10 years since I watched my father and brothers die. 10 years hunting the men responsible. So close to the end now, but no closer to understanding what any of it was for.
You may not see it, Ezio, but it's better here now because of the things you've done. Basta. Look here. I have a birthday present for you. It's L'Arsenale's shipping manifest. From the day the boat left.
They boat to Cyprus. You're serious?
And guess when it's scheduled to return? Tomorrow.
Ezio,
Leonardo, when did you get back?
just now. I need to talk to you, right away.
Go on. Have fun, boys.
This better be good.
Oh, it is. It is. Walk with me. Stay close. These last 2 codex pages. I was studying the copies. I don't know why I never saw it before. But when put together, I realized the markings on the back clarify into words. Here. The prophet will appear when the second piece is brought to the floating city.
Prophet. Only the prophet may open it. 2 pieces of Eden.
What are you saying? Ezio, what is this?
We've known each other a long time, Leonardo. If I can't trust you, there is nobody. My uncle Mario spoke of it long ago. A prophecy hidden in the Codex, leading to an ancient vault that holds something very powerful.
Grandioso. But if you took these pages from the Barbarigo, then maybe they know about this vault too. That's not good.
Wait. What if that's why they sent a ship to Cyprus? To find this piece of Eden and bring it back to Venezia.
When the second piece is brought to the floating city,
The prophet will appear. Only the prophet can open the vault. My God! When my uncle told me about the Codex, I was too young, too brash to imagine it was anything but an old man's fantasy. But now I see. The killing of Mocenigo. Even the Medici. My father and brothers. It was all part of his plan. To find the vault. The Spaniard.
Rodrigo Borgia.
The boat from Cyprus arrives tomorrow. I plan to be there to meet it.
good luck, my friend.
Alright, Leonardo, I'll see you. Alright, so now we can go up here. I think there are certain characters, right, that I feel like are great standout characters for the series. Leonardo is one of those characters. Another would be George Washington in 3. In 4, it'd be Blackbeard. In Syndicate, it'd be Alexander Graham Bell. Is there any in Unity? I'm trying to remember if there's like a good stand-up character in Unity. I mean, in Rogue, it would be it'd be the main character. I can't remember what his name is because he's a Templar. That was like one of the cool things that they did with that was like one of the cooler things they did with the series is like making an Assassin's Creed game in which you played as a Templar rather than an assassin. That was a really cool idea. I kind of wish that they would do that again. I kind of wish we could get like a game in which you play as the bad guy rather than playing as the good guy. I really hate these towers. These ones are the worst. Because of the controls, it like so finicky. And one of the things I would actually recommend, by the way, is I would highly recommend that if you go and you play through this game, that you do exactly what I'm doing, which is getting all the treasures and doing all the stuff in the areas as you progress the story. Otherwise, you have to go and do all of it at once, and it just becomes very it feels more grindy than it is. All right, last codex page, bitch. We're going to take that to Leonardo, but first, we're going to continue going and getting all of these. I do obviously need to get the map so I can get all the treasures and stuff. See, and then sometimes you're holding R2 and you still don't like actually jump. There's a feather there. I'm so tempted to collect it, but I'm not gonna. There's another feather there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll go and get all the rest of the feathers. There's only 9 of them, and they're all pretty clumped together. And then we can watch the scene with our mom and take the other codex page back. Maybe that's what we'll do. All right, let me bring up my picture of my feather. Let me bring up my feather map picture. Okay, so these two. There's these two that we have relatively close together.
Attenzione! Notice of execution. The merchant Medardo of Santoro has been found guilty of treason against the Serene Republic. You are not allowed and will be executed publicly in the Piazza San Marco at first light.
Alright, so that one should be on the map here, number like 24. Yeah. Alright, so let me go grab this one that's over here. And then let me see, number 22 is like down here. We'll get them as we go get the the synchronization points. Let's see. There it is. That's a man. Because there is a scene. There is a scene with your mom that's actually pretty, I would say, pretty crucial. All right, let's get this one here. Well, at least I don't have to worry about my armor breaking. Go ahead and get this as well.
You're always most welcome.
Just in case I need to get any treasures on the way. There's one right here, for example.
You will not get me, assassino!
Well, I got you.
Disputed lands to the south are to be excluded from all mercantile
No.
Not you! There! There!
Good thing I didn't get shot. Alright, let me see here. The next one is like right here.
And I give word to search the Dwarf from the Holy Father. The land to the south and to be excluded from all.
I need to climb one of these to be able to see.
You'd better get out of my sight. Order! Down! At once!
Was it up here?
Get down, or I'll throw you. He's here! Say your prayers!
Okay, we got that one. Let's see. Next one is on our way, which is here.
Hey, get down! Eccolo, you won't...
Probably use some medicine.
Go back down, or I shoot!
Here we go. Okay, we'll go grab this.
You shouldn't be up. What the devil? It's you! Don't let it... You're not you! What do you think you... Not you! Sorry, I'm looking! Not you! He's there, huh?
Right. An ascent. Because we can decode this last page, and then take this back to get the codex done. I don't know where the... Is there seriously like no hay bale? Oh, there is. It's right there. Okay, so the next one is... It's like right here. Again, all of it is like... All of it's on our way. I'm only collecting these last ones because of the fact that we, because I want to be able to show that scene of, that you have with your mom, which is it's a pretty nice scene. Go. Got that. We'll grab this. Alright, we have 3 more. Next one's all the way at the edge. It's all the way over here. Let's go ahead and grab this.
Hey, have you not heard the rules? In fact, you are evidently lost.
Never mind.
The rabbit keeps me from finding your bed outside.
It's probably on the back side of this. That's what it looks like.
Hey, impressive moves.
Yep.
What a skilled artist!
Alright, 2 more. Both of which we'll get after grabbing this.
How does he do that? Come, amici! I've fresh sheep's urine and rosemary poultices for your bunions.
I don't have any bunions. So you don't gotta worry about that.
Get down now! Get down now! Aha!
Oh, there's just so many fucking dickhead guards all over the place. Oof. Gotta fucking hurry up and get this before I get killed. Alright. So one of them is like right over here.
The price of perfection is not measured in coin. Sorry.
Alright, there it is. I'm actually gonna grab this treasure while I'm at it. Because I can. And the last one is like here. Very nice. Fucking seriously? Look at this. I can't even climb the fucking boat. God, what a piece of dog shit this game is compared to what we have now. There it is. In memoria Patricio. Alright, so now we need to go back to Leonardo's.
You know what? I'm beginning to dislike.
How about you shut up? Go back to Leonardo's so that we can go get this codex page decrypted.
is the meaning of this?
It means he's in my fucking way. Alright.
Leonardo.
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you? Haha! You found another one! How exciting! I just have to substitute this letter and move this over there. I got it.
Alright, now that I've gotten that, let's make our way back to the villa. I need to get my money out of the chest, even though I don't need it. If I don't, it'll keep reminding me that it's full. It's like the reason I have to do it. We can take all of the feathers back. Get that scene with Mom.
Keep away from it. The Minor Council has approved the reopening of trade links with the coastal city.
And then all I have to do is just like get the remaining treasures. Oh, and do like the last courier and beat up as well. I have to still do those. Heal.
Ah, yes, much better, friend.
Alright. Let's go ahead and collect all that. Let's go ahead and put the last codex page on the wall. I have to... There we go. It's a map of the world! That sound means that you completed it. And then we'll read all the codex pages as well. Now that I have them all, we can read all of those in order. Alright, so now let's put the remaining feathers, and we get this nice scene with Mom.
Thank you, Ezio, for not forgetting about.
See, and even though that's very small, I feel like that scene is something that you kind of need for the whole overarching story because, you know, she wouldn't talk, and so the fact that you got her to speak again by getting all those feathers is great. Plus, you do get the cape out of it. Obviously, it's not something that you really want to wear because, you know, it'll make you wanted in every place that you go. So don't worry, we're still gonna wear the Altair outfit, but we'll get there. All right. So yeah, we have all the weapons, all the armor, all the supplies, all the items are completed. Let's go ahead and read the codex pages. All right. So page 1. I've spent days with the artifact now, or has it been weeks? Months? I can no longer be certain. The others come from time to time, offering food or distraction. They say I should separate myself from these studies. Malik has even suggested I abandon them entirely, but I am not ready to turn away. Yet ready to turn away. This apple of Eden will be understood. It must be. Is it a weapon? Is it a catalog? Is it somehow both? He who increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. The philosophy of such a statement I can understand, but for it to be true, literally true? A society that waged wars with ideas and information in place of steel and swords. Its function is simple, elementary even. A dominion, control. But the process, the methods and means it employs, these are fascinating. Those subjugated to its glow are promised all they desire. It asks only one thing in return, complete and total obedience. And who can truly refuse? It is temptation incarnate. I remember my own moment of weakness when confronted by Al-Mualim, my confidence shaken by his words. He who had been like a father was now revealed to be my greatest enemy. Just the briefest flicker of doubt was all he needed to creep into my mind. But I vanquished his phantoms, restored my self-confidence, and sent him from this world. I freed myself. But now I wonder, did I really? For here I sit, desperate to understand that which I swore to destroy. This is why the apple has to tell a tale. A tale to tell. Sorry. I sense the flickers of something great and dangerous. We are all at risk. It is my duty to do something about it. I must not, cannot turn away until I found the truth. So yeah, these the document being Altair talking about after everything with Al-Mualim. So there's no text, but you can see here assassins running at the Templars during the Crusades. Of course, this is the image of the hidden blade that doesn't require you to get your thumb, your finger cut off. What follows are three great ironies of the Assassin Order. Here we seek to promote peace, but murder is our means. 2. Here we seek to open the minds of men, but require obedience to a master instead of rules. 3. Here we seek to reveal the dangers of blind faith, yet we are practitioners ourselves. I have no satisfactory answer to these charges, only possibilities. Do we bend the rules in service to a greater good? And if we do, what does that say of us? That we are liars? That we are frauds? That we are weak? Every moment is spent wrestling with these contradictions, and in spite of all the years I've had to reflect, still I can find no suitable answer. And I fear that one may not exist. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Does our creed provide the answer then? That one may be two things, opposite in every way, simultaneously. And why not? Am I not proof? We of noble intentions, possessed of barbaric means, we who celebrate the sanctity of life and then promptly take it from those we deem our enemies. So yeah, Altair basically kind of questioning the idea of the tenets of the creed, kind of questioning the ideas that they're taught, right? Who are the ones that came before? What brought them here? How long ago? Centuries? Millennia? Longer still? So little remains of them. What drove them out? What of these artifacts? Messages in a bottle? Tools left behind to aid and guide us? Or do we fight for control over their refuse, giving divine purpose and meaning to little more than discarded toys? Robert de Sable may be dead, but his brotherhood survives. Though less conspicuous in appearance, I fear they remain a threat. Where once they proudly walked the streets, making for easier targets, now they retreat into the shadows. It grows difficult to track them. What wicked things will they weave in the darkness? Our work will be all the more complicated for it. Already there are rumors of a movement on Cyprus. I will have to investigate. It made me realize that our tactics too must change. It means an end to our fortress, to our penchant for spectacular displays of public assassinations. We must weave our webs quietly. We must do so differently than we have in the past. Though I ask my brothers now to abandon their rituals, I do not ask that they abandon the creed. This is what makes us assassins, not the removal of a finger, not a false promise of paradise, not the prohibition of poison. Our duty is to the people, not to custom. If we must sneak, we shall sneak. If we must use poison, we shall use poison. If our blades can be used without removing fingers, we shall not demand they be taken, and we shall not manipulate our initiates with lies and parlor tricks. We shall speak plainly and honestly. We shall be made anew. So you see that Altair basically was like, we're gonna reinvent the Assassin Order. We're gonna make it so that like we don't have all these dumb rules of you can't use poison, like you can't you have to cut your finger off as like a way to show that you're a part of it with the blade and everything. You don't need to do that anymore. I had thought Adha would be the one to lead me to rest, that I might lay down my blade and live as a normal man. But now I know such dreams are best left to sleep. Her face. I try to banish it from my mind as I remember the days and nights during which I chased her Templar captors across the sea. I almost got to them in time. Almost. If I had only been faster. Instead, I held her lifeless body in my arms, saw the terror reflected in her fixed, unblinking eyes. I hunted each man, one by one, until all responsible were gone from the world. But there was no joy in this, no satisfaction or release. Their deaths did not bring her back, did not heal my wounds. After that, I was certain I would never feel again for a woman as I had for her. I am fortunate to have been wrong. So he fell in love twice. Why do our instincts insist on violence? I have studied the interactions between different species. The innate desire to survive seems to demand the death of the other. Why can they not stand hand in hand? So many believe the world was created by the hand of a divine power, but I see only the designs of a madman, bent on celebrating destruction and desperation. Our origins seem chaotic, unintended, purpose and being instilled solely by the passage of time, imposed first by nature and later men. Over time, any sentence uttered long and loud enough becomes fixed, becomes a truth, provided, of course, you can outlast the dissent and silence your opponents. But should you succeed and remove all challengers, then what remains is, by default, now true. Is it truth in some objective sense? No. But how does one ever achieve the objective point of view? The answer is you don't. It is literally, physically impossible. There are too many variables, too many fields and formulae to consider. We can try, of course. We can inch closer and closer to a revelation. Oh, dude, Assassin's Creed Revelations. But we'll never reach it. Not ever. And so I have realized that so long as the Templars exist, they will attempt to bend reality to their will. They recognize there is no such thing as an absolute truth, or if there is, we are hopelessly under-equipped to recognize it. And so in its place, they seek to create their own explanation. It is the guiding principle of their so-named New World Order, to reshape existence in their own image. It is not about artifacts, not about men. Those are merely tools. It's about concepts. Clever of them. How does one wage war against a concept? It is the perfect weapon. It lacks a physical form, yet can alter the world around us in numerous, often violent ways. You cannot kill a creed. Even if you kill all of its adherents, destroy all of its writings, these are a reprieve at best. Someone, someday, will rediscover it, reinvent it. I believe that even we, the assassins, have simply rediscovered an order that predates the old man himself. So page 10, you have the Apple of Eden, and like the way that the idea of like instilling thoughts and ideas and tenets and creed and all this. Basically, you take an apple, you take the old technology, you combine it, and it allows you to essentially control everyone. Attis, Dionysus, Horus, Krishna, Mithra, Jesus. Similar stories color their lives. Too similar, I think. Divine birthright, persecution, disciples, miraculous acts, resurrection. How is it possible? Perhaps it isn't. Merely a single story told over the ages, borrowed then changed to fit the times, evolving as our tools and languages do. Is this tale born of fact or fiction? A bit of both? Could these figures be the same person, their life extended and transformed by a piece of Eden? Al-Mu'alim spoke of Jesus as a real person, a mortal who had mastered the arts of manipulation. But what if he was wrong? If these men are real, and if they have walked amongst us many times before, does it mean they'll come again? Perhaps they are here now. So many questions, and every day even more. So you have a map of our solar system and the way that the planets move around the sun, as well as the phases of the moon. So basically what you're kind of seeing is this very old version of the map in which Altair has seen that Earth revolves around the sun, not the other way around. Because, of course, for hundreds of years, if not more, they believed that the sun and all the other planets revolved around the Earth. when in fact we revolve around the sun, and the sun is at the center of our solar system. And of course, that happens to be held up by the idea that, you know, the pieces of Eden are able to show him that, which is why the Codex, when you look at the image of the map, it's the same map from the Apple of Eden that Altair saw at the end of the first game. He drew it down invisibly on these maps that only somebody with the same vision he had would be able to see. So you have a... I'll read this first. The Hidden Blade has been a constant companion of ours over the years. Some would even say it defines us, and they would not be entirely wrong. Many of our successes would not have been possible without it. Still, the device has begun to show its age, and so I have been researching improvements beyond ending the need to remove one's finger to wield it. The first is the addition of a metal plate that can be used to deflect incoming blows. The other assassins believe it is forged of a new metal, and credit me with the discovery of the formulae included on this page. It is better that they not know the truth. I have also worked with Malik to describe new methods of assassination, from on high, from ledges, and from hiding places. Basic movements, but critical nonetheless. The third and final improvement is the most simple. The provision of a second blade, identical in every way to the first. Should an assassin ever find himself tasked with dispatching 2 targets, he need only time his strike in such a way that he might reach both at the same time. These blades will be limited in number since the metals with which we forge them remain difficult to obtain. I need to think carefully about who shall be allowed to carry 2. So yeah, basically, this is Altair's construction of like how to forge these blades and how to, of course, use 2 of these blades, showing that you can jump on, you can do a assassination from up high, from below, and from inside of a hidden, like a hay bale, which is, of course, what we learned earlier. Man seeks dominion over all that he encounters. I suppose it is a natural tendency for us to aspire towards mastery of our surroundings. But this should not include other human beings. Every day, more and more are pressed into service, by deception or by force. Others, though not so firmly imprisoned, are made to feel as if their lives are worthless. I have seen the ways in which men persecute women, heard the cruel words hurled at those who come here from other lands, watched as those who believe or act differently are made to suffer. We discuss such things often, watching as we do from the spires of Masyaf. What can be done to stop this? To encourage tolerance and equality. Some days we speak of education, believing that knowledge will free us from immortality, but as I walk the streets and I see slaves sent off to auction, my heart grows cold. When I see the husband hurl abuses and stones at his wife, insisting she exists only to serve him, my fists clench. And when I see children torn from their parents so that another man might profit, sent off to suffer beneath the desert sun and die, on these days I do not think that dialogue will make a difference. On these days I can think only of how the perpetrators need to die. So yeah, basically, you're seeing Altair basically understanding that like women deserve to be equal, people from other places deserve to be equal, and that those who try to hurt them, you do not tolerate intolerance. This is something that I talk about in real life outside of games. We do not tolerate intolerance. And Altair is like, I'm not going to let these people abuse and hurt all these others. I'll kill them before I let them treat these others, women and children and foreign people, as lesser than them. So you have a map here. This is Cyprus. Good old Cyprus. We're halfway through. The apple is more than a catalog of that which precedes us. Within its twisting, sparking innards, I've caught glimpses of what will be. Such a thing should not be possible. Perhaps it isn't. Maybe it is simply a suggestion. How to know? How to be sure? I contemplate the consequences of these visions. Are they images of things to come, or simply the potential for what might be? Can we influence the outcome? Dare we try? And in doing so, do we merely ensure that which we've seen? I am torn, as always, between action and inaction, unclear as to which, if either, will make a difference. Am I even meant to make a difference? Still, I keep this journal. Is that not an attempt to change, or perhaps guarantee what I have seen? So yeah, he sees visions of like the future through the apple. Of all the things I've seen, none troubles me more than the image of flames. Pillars so tall they seemed to pierce the heavens. The ground rumbled and shuddered. Mountains split and cracked. Great metal towers splintered, their innards strewn about the ground. And everywhere there was screaming, a chorus so terrible that even now I feel its echoes still. What is this madness I have seen? What is this madness I have seen? Is it them, I wonder? Those who came before? Is this where they went? Into the fire? Into the dust? Perhaps this destructive power is what Templars seek, that they might hold it over us and command devotion. What hope would we have then if they held such darkness in their hands, that they could murder the world? So I like to believe one of two things. I like to believe a few things. It says like the image of flames. Pillars so tall they seemed to pierce the heavens. The ground rumbled and shuddered. Mountains split and cracked. Great metal towers splintered, their innards strewn about the ground. I like to believe that he's talking about 9/11. I know that sounds ridiculous, but to me that's kind of what that sounds like. Because when you think of like pillars so tall they seem to pierce the heavens, skyscrapers, right? The ground rumbled and shuddered. Great metal towers splintered. Again, metal towers, skyscrapers, buildings. I like to believe that that's 9/11, which it's kind of crazy to think that Altair saw a vision of 9/11. Like, oh my god. So yeah, I like to think that that's 9/11. We were obliged to hide, to be silent, to shape the course of history in secret, but some of my brothers and sisters disagree. They grow angry, insisting that it is a mistake to shroud ourselves. They say it slows our work. But they do not understand the risks. To expose ourselves now would be too dangerous. I fear we would be branded madmen and attacked. So it goes. So it always has. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that men do not learn by being told. Instead, they must be shown. They must make the connections themselves. If I say unto a man, be kind, be tolerant, be of an open mind, these words will wither and die long before they've effected change. It would be a waste, and so we must maintain our course. All right. So we have another image here with some words fuck it. I'm just gonna read. Legend speaks of a golden fleece. Could these two be related? I have further refined the metallurgic process, allowing for the production of a suit of armor the likes of which the world has never seen. It is possessed of great strength, yet so light as allow complete freedom. I alternate between wonder and fear. Here we have crafted something that will surely change the face of warfare, making those who wear it nigh invincible. Perhaps it was a mistake to grade these pieces. I think it best to erase the formulae. What if it were to fall into the hands of our enemies? The risk is too great. So yeah, this is talking about Altair's armor, of course, that we unlocked, that he crafted. I have studied the ancient pagan faiths that came before this more recent obsession with a single divine creator. They seem to have focused more on the fundamental forces at play in the world around us and less on arbitrary moral rules. The sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening. The tides ebb and flow. Grass grows, withers, dies, and then in time emerges from the ground once more. The air turns warm, then cools and back again. Some hidden energy keeps us fitted to the ground and pulls us back when we attempt to leave it. Each of these movements was represented before by a god or goddess. Each force given face, but recognized as something distinct and powerful. Which is not to say there were not connections between these forces, a pantheon of individual spirits, of rules, invisible hands guiding the progress of the world around us. And so here there was an attempt to categorize, study, explain, and understand the way things work, even if it was flawed. But no more. Now we are asked to succumb to a far more simplified explanation. How naive to believe there might be a single answer to every question, every mystery. That there exists a lone divine light which rules over all. They say it is a light that brings truth and love. I say it is a light that blinds us and forces us to stumble about in ignorance. I long for the day when men will turn away from invisible monsters and once more embrace a more rational view of the world. But these new religions are so convenient and promise such terrible punishment should one reject them. I worry that fear shall keep us stuck to what is surely the greatest lie ever told. This is the one that resonates with me so much more than like a lot of the other pages, because I think this is one of the things that I think about as well, that the idea behind religion is so sometimes asinine, right? The obsession with a singular god, right? Like, and that there has to be an answer. There's just like an answer to every question, like a single answer to every question. Like, why is it like this? Why is there this? I love this last paragraph. I long for the day when men will turn away from the invisible monsters and once more embrace a more rational view of the world. Same, brother. Same. Page 21. 21. One may cultivate extracts from various plants found throughout the region. More exotic species can sometimes be obtained from traders and travelers, but their properties are less documented and require further examination. Traditional alchemical implements can be used to distill the poison. Care should be used as certain poisons can be absorbed through exposed skin. Many are those who have lost their lives to carelessness. One's blade should be hollowed according to the specifications listed herein. Divination or deviation may create fractures within the metal, causing the blade to weaken and possibly break. So this kind of shows how a poison blade is created. It has a little notch there on the kind of near the tip of the blade, in which there's like this little area in which poison capsules are kept, and when you stab somebody with it, they like kind of break open and the poison leaks out of them. Pretty nifty. Page 22. What to make of this map? It appears to contain the entire world, not flat as they claim either, but round like a ball, like the apple. But how is such a thing even possible? Stranger still are the lands it shows, great patches of the unknown, the unexplored, so many places yet to be discovered. Are there men there? Are they like us? And if not, different how? I should like to know the answers. Perhaps in time I'll have the chance to travel, to chart the course and make my way to these distant lands. So yeah, it's showing you that. But round, like a ball. Page 23. So there's no text. There's just like the assassin, like showing like different ways to move around. The assassin emblem here. Some days I miss my family, or at least the thought of them. I never knew my parents well, despite them both having lived within these walls. It was our way. Perhaps they were sad, though they showed no sign it was not allowed. For my part, so much of my youth was spent in training. There was little time left to reflect upon the separation, and so when they were finally lost to me, it seemed no different than the passing of two strangers. Al-Mualim has been had been as my father, and his was a weak and dishonest love. Though at the time it seemed enough, better even, or so I thought. Some day I will have a child. Such is the way of our order, and I will not make the same mistake, nor will any who call themselves an assassin. We shall be allowed to love our children, and in turn to be loved. Al-Mualim believes such attachments would weaken us, cause us to falter when our lives were on the line. But if we truly fight for what is just, does love not make such sacrifice simpler, knowing that we do so for their gain? So we have an image of the Templar woman that we saw in Desmond's dream that Altair was in love with. I have the answer now. I know the truth. I shall not touch that wretched thing again. Best that no one do, now or ever. I have tried, at last, to destroy it, but it will neither bend nor break nor melt. Oh, the irony. I am certain if I asked, the apple would tell me what needs to be done. But even this promise is insufficient. Always it holds one more gift to give. I must refrain. So it shall be sealed. We will take it to the island, Cyprus. Once theirs, now ours. There is a treasury there, hidden well, and it shall have to suffice. Risky to separate myself from the artifact that others may discover it. Riskier still to keep it close. In time, I will be tempted. I am weak. We all are. Who wouldn't be? Oh, the things I have seen. The tale is here, inside the text. Not between the lines, but beneath them. Where our eyes... Where only our eyes might peer. So, basically, people who have eagle vision. Give me just 1 second here. Go and see it for yourself. that you might succeed where I and others have failed. Time marches on, bringing with it new discoveries and developments. And so at least one day the doorway might be opened and the message delivered. They will have their profit. We are growing larger. Make more. God damn it! I'm a little out of breath. Oh, more make their way to our fortresses every day. Men and women, young and old, from different lands of different faiths, each tell a similar story of having discovered the first part of our creed, that nothing is true. Too often, though, the revelation undoes them. They lose their morality, certainty, security. Many are driven mad. We must guide them, help them to heal. Their minds must not be filled with more fairy tales, but with knowledge instead. Let them have answers, and let those answers be difficult and complex. Such is life. Success. We have found a way to alter the structure of the hidden blade so that it can be used to launch small projectiles. It is capable of grievous damage, even from great distance. I confess that the means by which I came about the discovery was risky to say the least. But I have found that in small doses and with a focused mind, the apple can be used without ill effect, or so I hope. The knowledge of projectile combat is not new to us, having been observed amongst our eastern neighbors, but their weapons were much larger and insufficient for our needs. I have now found a way to miniaturize the designs, embedding their fiery weapon into a form that can be worn on the wrist, and have also refined the formula for combustible powder such that common ingredients might be used. This is a dangerous bit of knowledge and is best shared with only our closest allies. So yeah, it shows the design of the small pistol and how it works. We have 2 more pages. A dark tide rises to the east. An army of such size and power that all the land is made quick with worry. Their leader is a man named Temujin, and who has adopted the title Genghis Khan. He sweeps across the lands, conquering and subsuming all that stand in his way. Whatever his motives, he must be stopped. Were I younger, I might attempt to undertake this work in secret, as I suspect the presence of a piece of Eden. But those days are years gone now. The mantle must be passed. It is time she and I spoke with our sons. We will travel there together, that they may be tested and that this threat might be stopped. And the last page. Soon I shall pass from this world. It is my time. All the hours of the day are now colored by the thoughts and fears born of this realization. I know that the elements of my body will return to the earth, but what of my consciousness, my identity? That is to say, what of me? I suspect it will end. That there is no next world, nor a return to this one. It will simply be done forever. Our lives are so brief and unimportant. The cosmos care nothing for us, for what we've done. Had we brought evil instead of good? Had I chosen to abuse the apple instead of seal it away? None of it would have mattered. There is no counting, no reckoning, no final judgment. There is simply silence and darkness, utter and absolute. And so I have begun to wonder, might there not be a way to stop, or at least delay, death's embrace? Surely the ones who came before were not so frail and feeble as we, but I have sworn to be done with the artifact, to not gaze into its core. Still, faced as I am with the prospect of my end, what harm is there in one last look? So there you go. That is the Codex, Altair's diary, basically, of his chronicling of using the apple. You'll see a lot more about his use of the apple and his relation to his later life in Revelations. That's kind of like you'll see a little bit of it in Brotherhood, but not as much as you see in Revelations. Revelations really dives into the connection between Ezio and Altair. I remember when that game was announced to you, I was very excited. I had played through 2 right before Brotherhood came out, and then I played through Brotherhood, and then when Revelations got announced, I was super excited because I knew that it was going to be like the finale of the I went up here. It was going to be the finale, right, of like the Ezio trilogy. And then I was just so let down by some of the gameplay mechanics they'd put in that game. It was just so But the story is really interesting and intriguing. Where's this treasure at? It's right here. Alright. Grab this. And grab some treasure and stuff on the way if I see it.
I say.
Is there anyone to maybe distract these guards? Maybe there's not. That guy was too scared. He was like, "Oh my god, he just killed like two of the strongest people in like a second. I'm not gonna fuck with that dude." All right, down the road we go. Again, I'll grab a lot of these. Oh, there was some courtesans here. What the hell is this one? It is. Let's grab them on the way. Oh, you know what I need? I need to refill my smoke bombs. Where is blacksmith? Maybe I'll grab all these treasures on the way. What's this? Is there...
Don't talk much, do you?
No, but I do that. Bye. I need to it's this like blacksmith over here.
The price of perfection is no.
Alright, so I need ammo. I have enough bullets. Alright, and then these ones are over here. I'll grab these. I want to grab these just because all the other ones are like really grouped together. So
What? There!
hush your mouth.
Following the recent festival fire in San Polo, the Doge has decreed that the manufacture of fuochi d'artificio be
Let me just grab that.
subject to certain standards. The guild has a complete list for consultation.
Another capering crusade.
Okay. on to the next. So yeah, most of the other treasures are kind of like back over here. They're all kind of grouped together. And I'll get those before we finish the game. Or in between the next part. See, this is kind of one of the things I dislike about a lot of these maps. Is that to get to where you need to go, it's like you get to an area in which it seems like you're fucking cornered.
Must be a drunken wager or something.
Because the streets are so winding, and sometimes you get like sucked into areas you don't want to be. You don't want to be in. Oh my god, are you fucking for real? Oh my god, for fuck's sake. And of course, like, there's no way to get in there from here, so I have to go all the way around here. God, this is so annoying. It is up here, right? Yeah. Right. There it is.
Uncle Mario?
The container in which the apple is kept in.
Where are they taking it?
Capture the cargo from the ship. And Mario's here.
Bene. Al lavoro.
Keep these guards hired.
Remember to visit Bertuccio Cucina for all your black species. Weapons, armor, lock, speed, everywhere needs. Serving editions with style and quality for over 3 generations. Bertuccio's of San Polo.
Just in case I
Traditional remedies and the wisdom of the
I need to use them to distract some guards or something.
Stati attenti, naufragio. Let the merchantman favor us, and with all hands off the coast of Thessalonica. The Republic The merchant Medardo of San Polo has been found guilty of treason against the Serene Republic and will be executed publicly in the Piazza San Marco at first light today. I can't follow you there.
It's fine. You're not being followed.
to do.
You seek fair prices for quality work. You have come to the right man.
You're all come back here, you rodent watchman, prince or politician. Twisted words and blind ambition. Meet their match in his defiance. Truth and justice, his alliance.
Alright. I'll wait for that. Bye. Oh,
What is your plan?
let's go, ladies.
Just last month, Visconti bought 300 of my finest.
God damn, am I gonna take a tour of Venice, or? Dude, this guy's leaving Italy. This guy's gonna go to the fucking moon. We're just gonna end up in the fucking United States by the time we're done with this. Oh my god.
Extending the warning to all these servants of the most
Giovani signori, attenzione!
Yo, that guy just plowed through those people. Oh, hi, ladies. Thank you for rejoining me.
Vorrei giocare un po' con te, bambina.
All who need aid.
The maestro awaits.
There we are.
He will not suffer mistakes. Package it correctly. Do it now.
The Spaniards here? That changes things.
So, where am I at this point? I'm all the way back over here.
I can infiltrate this group, take the place of the courier. They'll need me right to the feet of the katana.
I need...
After you, bello.
Oh, you don't.
That was some bullshit. Thanks a lot, game.
Fresh cut leeches. Who requires bleeding?
All I'm trying to do is just...
That is nothing for you.
Are you fucking serious? I ran straight fucking past all of you. You could clearly see I'm moving right past you, not even touching you, not even getting close to you to try to kill you. Let me just go all the way on the... Can you detect me over here? Is that fine? Is that good enough for you? Thank you. Fuck's sake.
How can we help?
See, and then they just take my people away.
Let them have it.
Get rid of them. But see, because I swear to fuck. I swear to... What is the point of giving you these mechanics if they don't work properly? It's like, why have random guards be able to take away the people you hire?
I steal for the little.
Jesus Christ. Just... move! Get rid of them. All of them. So there's still just one guy here. What is the point? I only have a fucking minute. I don't have all year. Oh my god. Come on. Turn around.
Throw you down. Peasants are not allowed up here. You belong down below.
Fuck off. Yeah, I'm aware. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I got your box.
This is a moment of great importance. Stay in formation. Make this right.
I'm in disguise. Play along. Did that guy just sneeze? Bro, you might have the bubonic plague.
Come sta?
I'm sure I have just what you need. Somewhere in the back, perhaps.
Do they not like recognize that I have a different sword and knife than they do? Like that any of them would have? Hey, why do you have a knife that looks like that?
Report any unattended damage to city property and be courteous to city workmen. Good citizens, in its wisdom, the Minor Council has approved the reopening of trade links with the coastal cities of the Barbary Coast. A new agreement has been signed with the Bay to ensure your safety.
Are you guys all joining us, or no, just you two? There he is.
You really have it? You were not followed.
Absolutely. Everything went perfectly. We have followed your orders exactly as specified. The mission to Cyprus was more difficult than expected.
Hi.
Ezio. It's been some time.
Look at my magic trick. Shishing.
Rodrigo. So, where is he?
Who?
Your prophet. Doesn't look like anybody showed up, Rodrigo. How many people have died for these? For what's in this box? And look, there's nobody here.
You claim not to be a believer, and yet here you are. Don't you see him? The prophet is already here. I am the prophet.
I am.
Now give me the apple.
Come and take it from me.
Come on, pal. You son of a bitch. Take this, Rodrigo! Oh, nice.
Fool. Is this all you have? Where is the rest of your people?
They're
people.
actually on their way.
You really have no idea, do you? Guards! Yes?
Oh. Oh, well, thank you for tripping me. Then you couldn't actually... Wow, what a whiff. Did you see that? The swing and the miss? Fuck you, guy. What do you have now?
Don't worry, Nipote. You are not alone.
Volpe?
The Volpe!
What are you doing here?
With his butcher knife.
Very well ask you the same thing.
Antonio!
Save your
Barty!
Don't let Borgia leave
See?
the box.
They're all connected. They're all part of the same thing. They're all with me.
Now, you all shall die.
Take him down, Ezio. You're right behind us. Avanti, Godard. Follow. My guns are hungry for more good.
You cannot stop me. The price of the ball shall be mine.
Look, my friend, our Ezio has become quite a guerriero.
Oh, he tripped me again. Fuck you, Borgia.
This is a losing battle for you, Fernando. You will die by my hand, just like your father.
This is for my father.
Oh, defeated by a kick.
Paula.
He's gone, but we have what we came for.
No. I need to go after him.
Do you really now? Or are you here for another reason, my son?
Yeah, see, it's like...
Theodora. What? What are you all doing here?
Perhaps the same thing you are, Ezio. Hoping to see the Prophet appear.
Hello,
I
sir.
came here to kill the Spaniard. I couldn't care less about your prophet. He never showed up.
No? But you did.
What?
A prophet's arrival was foretold. And unbeknownst to us, here you are. Perhaps all along, you were the one we sought.
Cosa? Who are you?
Niccolo di Bernardo de Machiavelli. I am an assassin, trained in the ancient
Good old
ways
Machiavelli.
to safeguard mankind's evolution.
And everyone else.
Just like you, and each one of us here.
It's like, how could you not put it together?
Paula.
Like, wait, everybody?
Volpe.
You're all assassins?
We have all been guiding you for years, teaching you the skills you would need to join our ranks. I think it's time.
We have our prize, but there is much to be done. Come, meet us here at sunset.
Okay. Oh, it's like texture.
La Shea Waka Umutlak Bel Kulun Munkin.
Yo, what
These
the
are
fuck?
the words spoken by our ancestors.
Yo,
that lay at the
dude's
heart of
speaking some crazy language.
Where other men blindly follow the truth, remember,
Nothing is true.
where other men are limited by morality or law, remember,
Everything.
Everything
is permitted.
we work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
Nothing is true.
Everything is permitted.
It is time, Ezio. In this modern age, we are not so literal as our ancestors. but our seal is no less permanent. Are you ready to join us?
I am.
This only hurts for a while, brother. Like so many things.
Yeah, so you don't lose your finger anymore. You just get a brand.
You are one of us now. Come, we have much to do.
So you can't even see it because of the textures. We're all gonna just, you're all ready to jump. That's how you make it official. Take the leap of faith. The Prophet. There we go. We've acquired the Apple of Eden. And the Venetian Cape as well. Whoa.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
No, I need to go back. Right now.
Put me back in! Put me in! I don't want out! Keep me in there forever! I live in here now!
Oh dear.
Sean.
What, Sean?
Of course. How could I have forgotten?
You want to share with the rest of us?
Rodrigo Borgia is elected Pope in 1492, which means Ezio's greatest enemy is now also the most powerful man in Italy.
Yup.
Always wanted to visit the Vatican.
Well, your luck's in, Desmond. Happy days. Because that's exactly where you're going.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
What is it, Leonardo? What does he do?
I could no more explain this than explain to you why the Earth goes around the Sun.
You mean the sun around the Earth?
It's fabricated by materials that shouldn't
See?
exist. And yet, this is clearly a very ancient artifact.
The Codex refers to it as a piece of Eden.
The Spaniard. He called it the apple.
Like Eve's apple, of forbidden knowledge.
Yes.
Are you then suggesting that
The
this
one
thing...
and the same. You know, I was like, whoa!
This must never fall into the wrong hands. It would drive weaker minds insane.
No doubt the Spaniard will be relentless in his desire to gain it back.
Ezio, you must protect this with all the skills we have taught you.
Take it to Forli. The citadel is walled, protected by cannons, and our ally controls it.
Who is this ally?
Her name is Caterina Sforza.
There it is.
Don't say.
She's coming back into
I
play.
enjoyed this mission. Thank you for everything, my oldest friend.
Caterina.
Leonardo, Ezio tells me you travel off into Milano. I have a grand villa in Toscana. You must come visit me there.
Oh, I love Leonardo. He's such a great character. I love the stuff from with him with in Brotherhood. Well, we're back in Forli, 1488. Alright, well, there we go. So, with that being said, what the fuck is this? Oh, I don't remember what this is. Repaired memory. Alright, so when we come back next time, we will do the special memory. I'm going to travel back to Venice and I'm going to get the rest of those treasures. And then we will continue, and we I think we'll probably end up finishing the game up in the next part. So, yeah. Need to go to here. So yeah, that'll be next time. We probably should get it done in the next one. We're in 12 and there's like 14, so we should probably get it done. We will have some we'll have some viewpoints to still get, but I might just cut that out of doing it of like completing the rest. So take care, everybody. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.